Hey, this is Tara from Go Global. I'm excited to bring you another episode of A Day in the Go Global Life, where I share insights from the many conversations we're having at Go Global with tech startups, investors, corporate, strategic partners in our many conversations we have each day. And these are also conversations that I overhear, interviews that I listen to, podcasts that I listen to, articles that I read. I studied psychology when I was an undergrad because I wanted to understand human behavior, what motivates us, how can we transform. And then I pivoted and studied information technology in graduate school. I helped build a large scale data warehouse, so I understand technology, I understand human behavior, and I work with the humans who are building the technology that we humans and the planet are going to benefit from going forward. So what I'm sharing with you are my observations, the things that are on my mind. Nothing that I share here should be taken as advice of any kind. This is not investment advice, but just observations I'm making as someone who was born and raised in Silicon Valley and for the past 20 years has lived in Turkey, has worked with entrepreneurs, startups, solopreneurs, and investors. So these are just my observations, and if they're helpful to you, then take what's useful to you. So one of the things that we do at Go Global when we take on a startup company, when we bring a startup company into our portfolio, is we really try to understand the sector. So if we are working with a company that's doing something in AI, in food delivery, in logistics, in mobility, we try to look, we make an effort to follow the trends in that industry, to follow the trends in technology. So these are a list of 3 things that came up for me in the past 2 days that I think are pretty interesting. So I wanted to share those with you. So the first is the opportunity that's available in emerging markets. So I live in Turkey. Turkey is an emerging market. I came from Silicon Valley in the US, a developed market, and so I've been listening to conversations in more than just one place about the opportunities in emerging markets. So you can do your research and see where are those markets, what are the opportunities there. But this is something that's piqued my interest, being that I live in Turkey and also in the surrounding region here, also many emerging markets that surround Turkey. And a project that I am working on that is going to be helping to bring opportunity to startups in this region also. So that's one takeaway, one thing that I've observed. The second is this idea of activist investing. So I've recorded videos for you, and I've talked about investing in what you know, investing in what you love. And so this idea of activist investing is investing in what you believe in, investing in what you want to see grow. Whether that is a kind of technology, whether that is investing in women, whether that is investing in minorities, in emerging economies, that your investment can be your activism. So this is an interesting thing that popped onto my radar in terms of this term, investing as activism. And the last takeaway for you today is, about technology, a specific technology in cryptos, and this is the tokenization. I've seen the tokenization of art. I've seen the tokenization of real estate. And so this is interesting going forward. I think we're going to be seeing more of this, and it really allows for joint ownership of assets. Like I said, this is not investing advice. This is just something that's on my radar as we work with our portfolio startup companies, and we look at different business models. We'll look at different revenue models, different investing strategies. So this is also something that I'm beginning to look at to see how it can be used and how it can create opportunities, how it can be used to grow our startups. So these are my top 3 takeaways. If you are an activist investor, let me know what that means to you. How are you doing that? If you are tokenizing your asset or are curious about that, let me know also in the comments. And if you are in an emerging market, if you are a stakeholder, if you're an investor, if you're a startup, if you're an accelerator and you're in an emerging market, also let me know. I'm curious to see what you're up to. So with that, I'm going to be signing off for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you think someone else can benefit from anything that I've shared, please share this video with them. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel so you can be notified when I post new videos, which I do every day. Try to keep it under 10 minutes so they're digestible bits. And as I said, these are just my observations. And if they're helpful to you, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow.